Hello and welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a reading for the Virgo personality for the week ahead commencing Monday the 15th of April. So we're going to be looking at the general energies that are sort of arising this week and the themes coming up there. We'll be looking at potential challenges you might be coming across and the best parts and the guidance to navigate these energies. So I've already pulled the cards. I've used the Aleister Crowley Thoth deck. I love this deck, I use it all the time. And we'll be starting with the general themes that are coming up this week and maybe a little bit of like last week as well, depending on how the reading comes out. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the cards first. So first card we've got here is Seven of Swords Futility. So just having a look at that, seeing what comes through intuitively for you. I always think it's really important to trust your own intuition with these things. Yes, I can provide guidance, but ultimately we are all very wise as well. Okay, so next card we've got is Ace of Cups. Again, just having a look at that, seeing what comes through. And finally, we have the Star. Okay, so off the bat, it feels to me like Virgos have maybe had a little bit of a tricky time recently with this Seven of Swords Futility card here. So maybe things have felt a little bit futile or things have been tricky. I know we're in actually Mercury retrograde right now, and that can feel like things have been slowed down and maybe you've wanted to go ahead. Feels like some of you have been wanting to sort of move on things and it's been a bit frustrating. There's been a sort of holding back and maybe there's a little bit of tension there, and I feel like that's what this card is speaking to. It can also speak to a certain mentality of like feeling like things aren't going well or something like that. But we've then got the Ace of Cups here. So it feels like this week is going to be an opportunity for a new beginning in terms of emotional well-being. So it feels like some of you are going to be starting something new in your health journey or in your mental health. So like something to like start, or you're starting to think about how to kind of focus back on your health again. And that feels like the focus this week, with it being a sort of general energies, is like focusing on your health, focusing on your well-being. So that's going to be a lot of focus this week. And then also we've got the Star here, which is lovely. I love the Star. It's such a gorgeous card. Have a look at that. Like all the blues and purples. It's very sort of higher thought. Like the colours really remind me of like crown chakra and third eye. It's like getting into sort of like zooming out and looking at the bigger picture, looking at higher perspectives. There's going to be something about that this week, maybe especially because things have felt a little bit tricky. So it's like a need to zoom out and like look at the bigger picture and realize that this card is the card of hope, that things are actually better than they seem, that things are optimistic and the future is looking bright. That feels really important. The future is looking bright. The future is bright. Like there's a real need to like remember that and tap into that this week. And I think that if we focus on getting our sort of head in the game and like our well-being in check, that we're going to be able to remember that again and things are going to feel a little bit lighter and easier. Okay, so I asked the cards, the next question I asked the cards was, what are the potential challenges that could be coming through for Virgos this week? And here we've got Nine of Wands, Strength. Now to me, because it's in the challenges section, it feels like maybe there might be an issue around boundaries this week. Like it might be hard to assert boundaries, but there's a need to, it feels like there's really going to be a need for you to assert your boundaries. Like the Strength card is very much about sort of being strong and in your power, right? Like if you look at the card, that front wand, is not wavering. It's like, it's very like, this is what I want, I am strong, I am capable, I can do this. and there might be a need to assert some boundaries here, and it might be that your boundaries are being tested this week, so that could be the challenge. So something to look out for there, yeah, if boundaries are being pushed. Interesting. Okay. And then I asked the cards, what's the best part? And here we've got Prince of Cups. So again, this speaks to me like very much about like the Ace of Cups. It's like with princes and pages and stuff, it's always like the beginning, like they're not like fully established in something like the Kings and the Knights. So there's something here about that if it's the best part, you are going to see like your sort of well-being and emotional world and maybe your relationships coming into some kind of improvement here. And that's going to be really rewarding. Like maybe for some of you, you've wanted this for some time. So yeah, it feels like that's going to be really positive this week. Okay, and then we've got the question I asked was, what is the guidance for the week ahead for Virgos? And here we've got Queen of Wands. So honestly, like the big thing that's like really jumping out and screaming at me is like, if the guidance is Queen of Wands, it's very like, know what you want. Know, like, go after the thing that you're passionate about. Go after the things that you care about. Like, be shamelessly enthusiastic about stuff. Yeah, like, there's something here, like, it feels like some of you have maybe been, like, knocked down a little bit. Like, you've tried to sort of go forward with things and maybe people around you have sort of knocked you back or knocked you down a little bit. And there's like people like it feels like for some of you, you've wanted to do things and there have been people that are like, no, like you can't do that, or no, that's not possible. And you're like trying to be enthusiastic, but like you've got a lot of naysayers. And that's why there's something here about in the challenges section, the need for boundaries. Like you're going to have to be like, I can't have this in my space right now. I need to like move forward, and I want to, you know, go forth and go after my passion and go after things that I really care about. But there's some naysayers or something like, or that it could be in your own mind. There could be something here with the Seven of Wands here of like, you feel like I can't really do that. Like I can't be my true authentic self. Because I feel like with Queen of Wands, she knows how to be like herself. She knows what she wants. She's not afraid to be who she is. She's passionate, she's fiery. Like, I think in our culture, like we don't exactly reward people who have like enthusiasm and fire and passion. And in a way, like we're kind of like, no, that's too much. Like stop being so much. Like someone's told you like you're being too much. But Queen of Wands is like, be too much. Like be your true authentic self. Like that really feels very much like why the Queen of Wands is here. And go after the things that you want and trust that they're going to work out. Like we've got the Star here, remaining hopeful, remaining optimistic. Like you can have what you want, but you do need to have boundaries, you know, with this card here. And you have to be bold, you have to be courageous, and you have to say no to certain things that are getting in the way of that, whether that's other people or certain thought processes that you're having potentially as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull some more cards from the Work Your Light deck by Rebecca Campbell, this deck here, if you want to have a look. I love this deck. I love how pretty and pink it is. I love pink. Look at this deck. It's so cute. So what I'm going to do, pull some more cards for Virgos for more guidance around how to navigate some of these energies and just see if there's anything else that wants to come through. As I always say, with these readings, take what resonates and leave the rest. Sorry, that is very noisy. I don't know if you can hear that. I might take this off. Take that off. All right, so more guidance for Virgos, please. What do they need to hear right now? Yeah, boundaries. Big one. message. Pull it out in a second. Yeah, nice. Okay, so actually we've got 3 cards here because I'm looking at the bottom of the deck as well. So first card that came out, you're already doing it. Stop overthinking, keep facing your true north. Yeah, like there's something with this futility card. It does feel like there's an overthinking that's going on here. Like it's like, oh, like I know what I want to do, but like, what if I'm not doing it right? Or like there's a sort of feeling of maybe something mentally like blocking you, but it does feel like there's other people as well, like maybe who you're around, and like really rethinking who you spend time with feels quite important, because we've also got the Ace of Cups here, which is like a new beginning potentially in relationships as well. Like can manifest that way, so it can be in the health. Oh, it was 11/11 when I said that. Interesting. Okay, so could be in your health, could be in your well-being, but it could also be like a new emergence of relationships coming through that helps support you on this journey. Then, yeah, like with this card as well, it's like you're already doing it. Like things are already going really well. Queen of Wands, you know, like you know what you want. You already know what you want. You can just do it. Like there's nothing, you know, in the way. Yeah, I hadn't even realised that this card, right, this is so cool. Okay, so soul family. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do this alone. Yes, so for some of you, definitely, all right, I love this, is, yeah, like you need to start bringing in either people who are already in your world that are like in that enthusiastic energy as well, or maybe it's about finding new people who are on your soul's path, like going forward. Like you need to, I'm not saying that you have to like dump all your old friends or anything, but there is something about maybe like spending less time with certain people and more time with others who are kind of on the vibration that you are trying to be yourselves, if that makes sense. Let me reword that. So like if we want to be kind of more passionate, then we want to be around people who are imbuing that energy, because it's going to help bring that out in us, sort of thing. So there's something here about either finding those people or calling in the ones that are already in your life and them coming on this journey with you, whatever that journey looks like. And then because at the bottom of the deck here we've got align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? It's like, yeah, like maybe this is about certain people again. Like it just really feels like that with this reading. Like it could also be like, are there certain behaviors and habits that you have right now that are not conducive to the person that you are trying to be? That could also be what this means. And again, take which resonates. Is it more about other people and like shifting who you're spending time with, aligning with the kind of people that you want to be around, who are supportive of the journey that you're on? Or is it more about like, well, you know, let's say for example you want to start meditating in the morning, but you're drinking alcohol, and that means that you wake up hungover and then you don't do the meditation because, you know, you're hungover. Like, you know, again, this might not be the exact thing for you, but it's more that energy of like, is this behavior, in this example, drinking alcohol, conducive to who I am trying to be? And it's not about judging or shaming that, but just being like, you know what, it probably isn't. So have a think about what it is that you do want and what behaviours support that. That feels very much like the guidance for this week as well. But yeah, there is something here of like, you're already on the path. Like, you don't need to worry about not being on the path, if that makes sense. Or like, oh, like this uncertainty, like you're already there. It's already working. It's already happening. And just trusting that, remaining optimistic, the star, the hope, remaining hopeful and seeing a bigger future. Yeah, what was it I said earlier about the future is bright? Like yeah, there's something here. This is an exciting reading. I want to know what's going on for you guys. So yeah, I think that's everything for Virgos today. Thank you so much for watching that. I hope that was helpful. Let me know what you think in the comments, what resonated for you. And if you like this video, feel free to like and also leave a comment. If you want more content like this, I'm going to be posting more and more content. So click subscribe and I will be sharing more and more. But other than that, thank you so much for being here and I will speak to you all later. Bye.